Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, glory, worship, and love for Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ha, Rakah, Kadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 1. And Yahweh Shai went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to shew him the building of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily, I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And that's what we have now. We have the Christians. We have Trump. I seen on this news thing I get, they want to call him the comforter in chief. IUICP, all those are false doctrines. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So the end is not yet, but we could see we're drawing close to it because just the other day I seen Trump said to shoot the Iranians out of the water, and the Iranians said they're going to shoot the Americans out of the water. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Another good example. Kingdom against kingdom, China against America, Russia against America, famines. Their farmers are emptying the milk. They're uprooting the plants that are in the ground. They're killing the chickens and pigs and other animals. And pestilence. They got the COVID-19 and earthquakes. There's earthquakes in America. I heard there was one in Idaho and another place I can't remember, in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. So for Yahweh's name, some of us will be killed. They're going to try to put that chip, and we're not going to accept it, Lord willing. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. So I seen a article the other day that the government is paying people to snitch on their neighbors if they have the think they have COVID-19. So it's going to be like Nazi Germany. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. People are going to be cold-hearted to each other. But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. You have to endure until the end. To remain, to tarry behind, to abide, not recede nor flee. So you can't flee. To preserve under misfortunes and trials, to hold fast to one's faith in Hamashiach, to endure, to bear bravely and calmly ill treatment. Now, it says to be wise as a serpent, harmless as a bird. You can't be out there if they got a law that says they're going to arrest you. So you got to be wise as a serpent. But it means to hold fast. to the Lord's word, to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. But the same that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So once this and it's pretty much already, because we got the YouTube preached through the whole world, the end is gonna come. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. So this is talking about 70 AD, but it's also talking about these times now. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house, neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. So, you might be out at the Walmart and the martial law troops come, you gotta flee. And woe unto them that are with child, and them that give suck in those days. And this is with the scriptures, it goes two ways. This could be literally woe with them that have a baby, and this could be you're young in the truth, you're a baby in the truth. But pray ye that your fight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. So this is going to be the worst time, worse than Hitler, worse than anything. And that Hitler, he was a Jewish, and he was killing them because they had typhus, just as a point. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So as you could tell, I could tell, the time is getting faster. These days are speeding up for the elect's sake. Because if the Lord doesn't do that, not even the elect will survive this. Esau is going to destroy everything. He is the harbinger of death. Then if any man shall say unto you, lo, here he is Hamashiach, or there, believe it not. So they're gonna have this they're gonna have false Hamashiachs, but they're also gonna have that blue beam in the sky coming down, and fake chariots. For there shall arise false Hamashiachs and false prophets, and shall shew great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. They got technology that are gonna, if it was possible, even deceive the elect, but it's not possible. Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chamber, believe it not. So we can't believe it until Yahweh Shai actually comes. And you'll know, because every eye will see him. For as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Every eye is going to see him. For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. Because those nukes are going to blast, and it's going to black out the sun and black out the moon and shake the heavens. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. So you're gonna see the Yahweh Shai coming on a chariot, very large chariot, and he shall ascend his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. So around the whole earth, that he's going to collect his elect. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh. So this is a parable that we know the end is nigh, because we're seeing the famines, the pestilence, the earthquakes, wars and rumors of wars. So likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. We're at the doors of the end right now. Verily, I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. Only Yahweh knows the day and hour. But as the day of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day of Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So he's going to come like a thief in the night. And if you're not watching, you're not going to see that he's coming. And we're watching. We know he's coming. Then shall two be in the field. The one shall be taken and the other left. Two women shall be grinding at the mill, and one shall be taken and the other left. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour Yahweh Shai doth come. But know this, that if the goodman of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched, and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom is Yahushua hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season? Blessed is that servant whom is Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. So blessed are you when Yahushua cometh, you're doing his work. If you're not, then he's going to deal with you. Verily, I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. And if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. And there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. With that, I want to say shalom to the elect.